Hello everybody! I am back with Dragon Age. I was actually supposed to stream yesterday, but I completely forgot because I got caught up doing other things. So I am streaming today, tomorrow, and Friday. This is Ostagar. Well, after Ostagar. Ah, wrong thing. After Ostagar. What's the name again? Lothering. Right, Lothering. It's the first city after we just finished the Ostagar battle scene. Basically, because that's basically all it was a scene where you watched everybody die. Today I'm hoping to get done with this Lothering section and possibly to Redcliffe before we call it a day. So, let's get started.
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
Well, that's just mean. Also, so if you remember correctly, last we were here, or as some people would say previously, on Dragon Age with Angel. We fucked up our life in our elven city and got sent away to become a Grey Warden, drank Darkspawn to become a Grey Warden, fought in a battle at Ostagar just to watch everybody die, was saved from the top of the tower by Morrigan's mom, agreed to let Morrigan come with us, and started our journey to save the world from the Blight. And possibly Loghain.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you, there's none to be found.
You know, I hear stuff like that, and I kind of wonder if people actually put on a helmet
Move on
to
if you can.
record the scene.
Lothering's lost. You might find that, though it's probably just frightened gossip. We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
So, I have a tattoo on my wrist that is supposed to be my favorite video games, or represent my favorite video games, or me as a gamer. And my favorite video games are Mass Effect and Dragon Age. Because I've played them so many times, I love the story. Bear in mind, I love story-based games. Like, story-driven games, I love them. Ones that you can romance people, I love them even more. But like, I even love Final Fantasy 15. You don't get to romance somebody in that. You already are with somebody in that. But the point is, Dragon Age and Mass Effect are my two favorite games.
Message coming in.
I took a combination of the symbol for the Templar and the Paragon symbol and made a tattoo on my wrist. And that is my gamer tattoo.
I'm just warning you, things may not be as hospitable as you would expect. People are frightened.
Dude, I just came from Morgan's mom's house. You really think I'm worried about that?
The band has marched north with Teyrn Loghain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you.
Okay, then.
We were lucky. We had the coin to pay the toll to those bandits. Many
I
didn't.
brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
There is one group of family over here that I know I can talk to.
Who are you?
Greetings to you, milady. If it isn't too much to ask, might you be able to spare some bread? We thought it would be safer in Lothering, that the Teyrn would bring his soldiers here. But bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, our clothes, my daughter's pet lamb. Nobody cares about a few elves like us. Surely you
Pet
understand.
lamb. I definitely did not see a pet lamb on that bridge.
You killed them?
That's wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings are still there.
Did
I can't
they
thank
kill
you enough,
your
friend.
child's pet lamb and
Even if we don't
eat
get
it?
everything back, it's good to know others will be safe.
See, first of all, as an elf, I relate to them. No. First of all, like, I love the fact that they're like, we might not get everything back, but I'm glad everybody else will be safe.
Have you seen my mother? She's really tall, and she has red hair.
Tall.
We live on a big farmhold, all of us. Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her. He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back.
Okay, so your father went to the neighbors and didn't come back. Could be dead. Your mother said run to the nearest village and she'd be right behind you. Haven't seen her. Could be dead.
Why not? Why would she leave me here? But she must be coming. Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
Message coming in.
I will, but only if I don't find Mother first. So, are you really an elf? Father says elves aren't very nice, but you're nicer than everybody here. Thank you for helping me.
How exactly did I help you? I talked to you who was calling for your mommy in the middle of the fucking city. Here we go, another one over here.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Love Alistair when he steps in.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman? You could say that, yes.
The nerve of these people!
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You
You have
bought
limited
most
supplies
of your
after
wares from
buying
these
the
very
shit.
people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Message coming in.
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving. Perhaps, if that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must, so long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch
It's
over
funny
your
that you
path.
say that, Morrigan. But the thing is, Lothering is the first city to be destroyed by the Darkspawn. And guess what?
I am done.
They don't show up until after we leave. Therefore, we're still ahead of the Darkspawn. that button. I always push the wrong button. Okay, let's see here. What is the difference between an ash and an oak? Apparently an ash is better. Sorry, elm, not oak. Sorry, I don't know why I said oak. I need to look at Morrigan. Is this any better than your staff? No, actually it's worse. Good to know. Wait. Has a higher chance of fatigue, but a greater chance of missile deflection. We'll equip it, but we'll keep the Templar shield. Because I think that is his original shield. Because he used to be a Templar. Oh, I can't wear that. Alright, I'm keeping those because of my family. Putting those on. Keeping the wedding clothes because of the family. Nothing equipped. Why aren't you wearing a helmet, boy? Apparently those are better. Better. People, yes. Which is better? Alright. I don't care about mage robes in this game. I care about keeping my enchanters, you know, properly armored. I actually need to go back for sand to see if those better than what I'm wearing. Alright, now I can go back to her. Studded helmet. Let's see if the leather helmet's better. Leather helmet's better. Gloves. Leather boots. Pair these two. Let's actually put the enchantress foods on. No. Paint for the dog. Put these away. Keeping that and that out because... Wait. You know what? The leather boots can go away. Because I know I can get somebody from this town. Those are all runes. If it has the word gift underneath it, that means you can give it to one of the members of your group as a gift. Just so you all know. That's why I do not get rid of those. Oh wait, I was gonna sell this shit to him.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something. Alright. Just don't buy everything up.
Oh, I was gonna sell you some stuff. There you go. Oh, and you put all the stuff in junk because then you can sell it with just one button. Oh, buy the wine. Guess you're probably gonna need that for somebody later.
The Chanters are still operating their board. Now that's dedication.
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Please, you're scaring the children.
Better to slit their throats now
This
than
reminds
let
me of
them
when I was in
suffer
college
at
and there were like
hands.
religious people all
There!
around a
One
campus
of their
just
minions
yelling
is
at people.
already amongst us! This woman bears their evil stench! Can you not see the vile blackness that fills her?
I mean, technically he's not wrong. I am a Great Warden, therefore I do have the Darkspawn, as he called it, stench in me.
I watch the Black Horde descend on my people! I will not be silent!
Please stop! Somebody shut his mouth!
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us! My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn! I ran, hearing my wife's screams as
I'm
they
a
dragged her
coward.
off.
I'm sorry,
Clan
any
was yours.
man who cannot turn around to fight Darkspawn to at least save his wife, if not sacrificing himself for her, does not truly love thine wife. At least that's my opinion. Because back in this time, women couldn't usually fight for themselves. It's more likely that a male can fight than a female. And the females that could fight usually probably hit it. Like, in the beginning of this game. My father, in the game, wanted me to hide the fact that I could dual wield. Because my mother taught me. From my husband, because it did not look good upon me. You're telling me you, with a giant fucking sword on your back, couldn't turn around and save your goddamn wife?
You are right. I will go.
Good. Peace.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
I mean, technically there isn't, because the fact that unless you escape,
You're
Lotharing's
right.
gonna get destroyed.
We can't give up.
But we can't
You're
fight.
right next to Ostagar, which
What are
is
we supposed
was
to do?
the first place attacked.
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Pack up your wagons now. Do it before it's too late. Wrong button again, I always do that. Are these better than the one I have on? No, I think they might actually be the same thing. Well, they're basically the same.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left. We turn none aside, but we simply don't have room for anyone to sleep.
Closed.
Priests are within if you seek
They
to
make
offer
it
devotion to
sound
the
like
Maker,
a
however.
church has
May he
hours.
protect us all.
And the Chantry is basically the Church of Dragon Age.
The revered mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here. Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that.
Wow, haha. Dude, what's your name again? Because if I go in there and I talk to Sir Bryant like I think I am, and you come in there and say, "Oh, I watched her do
Not
it,"
since Tairn Loghain passed by with
I'd
his
be
army.
surprised now. It's just
It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else. Make her watch over you.
And over you, Sir Marin. Why does that name sound familiar?
There's word of darkspawn stragglers.
Are you here to see the Reverend Mother too? In her office arranging for everyone to leave, I suppose. I don't think she's with anyone right now. I came to ask for a blessing. With my family abandoning the farm to flee north, we'll need all the grace the Maker can offer. Well, good luck to you. I need to get underway. If I'm lucky, I'll make it back to the farmhold by nightfall.
Jesus, how far away do
We
you
are the
live?
only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us.
I don't know who your voice actor is, but I like him, because it's very deep.
Yes, my lady? Who might you be?
Oh, look, a gentleman. A man who is actually calling me my lady, even though I'm an elf.
I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights? I see. Tern Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope. And set a bounty on any who survived. I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tern claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
Well, I appreciate that.
The revered
you're not
mother
gonna be
leads this
rude and
flock.
try
I
to
merely
arrest me
command
and
her
take me in.
Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent.
Let us pretend that I was such a mage. What would you do to me?
I have no time to even think about such things right now. My concern is protecting these people. I see nothing threatening them
Normally
other than the
he'd take you
Darkspawn.
to the tower.
We have more than swords at our disposal. We're taught to dispel unholy magics as well. If only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn. Alas, it is not so.
So, Grey Wardens have powers to fight off Darkspawn and in the Blight. Templars have powers to deal with mages. Seekers, which you don't meet until the third game, I think. Or technically the second game, in a way. Have the power to do what exactly? I don't remember. I have to look that up again. I think basically, like, control both of them. It's basically supposed to be the midpoint between both of them. Like, no, you're in the wrong, you're in the wrong. Stop being assholes.
In her study, no doubt. Preparing what she will take when we eventually evacuate.
But that could be wrong. I could be very wrong. It's been a while since I've looked up what Seekers do.
Our ban was summoned by Tern Loghain, and he took his
So far, I've only
soldiers
seen,
north
like,
with him.
3 or
Lothering has
4
been abandoned.
Templars? Wait, no, 5, because those 2 guys that just walked off.
If the matter is important, certainly. Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good.
Yes, other than that.
Tern Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster.
I heard he,
None that we know of. Tern Loghain has no legitimate claim
Said
on the
that he
throne. He may be a
basically
hero, and his
advisor
daughter
to
may
his
be
daughter.
queen, but he is a commoner.
But I haven't heard
And the
anything about
king's
making
corpse is
himself
barely
king.
cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them.
I like that statement.
Arl Eamon has fallen ill, and his knights are on a quest for the sacred urn filled with Andraste's ashes, said to cure any malady. He must be very ill if they chase miracles as the only cure. One of the Arl's knights, Sir
Well, now
Donal,
it's
is here
miracles. Later
searching
will
for
be a
fantasies
place
while...
for
Never mind. Ask him if you
court
care
places.
about this foolishness. They are. With the ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I am needed.
Which is
Now,
hopefully
unless there's
all-
something
no,
else you
need
need.
to go too. You need to go too.
I cannot openly help you, I fear, but... Here, take this key. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need.
Oh, thank you.
Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off? All of them? By yourself?
It's true.
Four
I saw
of
it
us
from my post.
versus, like,
It was over
5
so
or 6
fast,
of
we
them.
didn't even have time to get over
Not
there.
that hard, actually.
Sad that it
Especially with
needed to
Rabbit
come to
Dog
that. But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service? That is very generous of you. If it interests you, there is a Chanters board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need.
Also, because I stole all the shit they had.
If the matter is important, certainly.
Is there anything else that I can ask him about?
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Oh, look, my codex was updated.
You,
Look, I
miss,
can talk to this guy.
what is your name? You seem quite odd to me.
You would not be the first to think so. But avert your eyes. I will not have you staring over long.
Let's get used to it. I'll be watching you. We want no trouble here.
Oh, interesting.
Greetings, and welcome to the Chantry.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
That guy out there said the same thing.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how
You're
are you?
trying to
I was
tell me
certain
that a
you were
boy
dead.
got sent off at
Not
an
yet.
early age.
No thanks to Turn Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
Oh, my brain.
So you're here looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes?
Boy who got sent off at an early
I
age
am
to be a
indeed.
Templar.
Andraste's ashes
And
are said to
taken
cure
from darkness
any
from the
illness.
Templars to the Grey
But I
Wardens,
fear we are chasing a
recognized
fable.
people
With each day my
who he
hope
would have
dims.
grown up with as a child, but doesn't look much older than him.
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Well, this place has a very small library, so you'd be kind of looking nowhere.
My mission takes priority, but I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts. Why is that, if I may ask? I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tairn Loghain, however, is a hero
See, I
throughout
see no
Ferelden.
point in keeping secrets.
Whatever the Tairn has done or not
like,
done,
the
the Arl
guys who are
remains ill,
supposed to
or
help
worse.
you.
That is my primary concern. He may be dead already. Or perhaps his luck has changed in the weeks I have been gone.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves.
We have not gotten a
I
raven to
believe
say
that now more than
otherwise, so
ever.
I do not know.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could. Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this. If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to
Like who
believe that this was
Andraste
anything
is.
more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell
In
the
the main
Arlessa
religion
exactly that,
of
once Sir
the
Henrik
world.
arrives.
Christian, Catholic, Baptist, Methodist, whatever you want to do. Usually it is Jesus is the Son of God sent down to have to basically forgive us for our sins, die for our sins. Andraste was supposedly in this religion, in this game, the Maker's bride, who was actually apparently already married before he decided to make her his bride and make her basically, as the guy just called her, the prophet Andraste. That's why you'll hear a lot of people be like, Andraste's beard, Andraste's this, stuff like that, because of the fact that she is, in a way, a religious figure who is supposedly the bride of the Maker, who has no name other than the Maker.
My fellow knight and travelling companion. He is delayed, though. What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise. Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
What doesn't make sense to me is you're supposed to be badasses, and yet some bandits
With
killed
Henrik
everybody?
gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must
That's
go.
why he sent you out.
Thank you again, my lady. You have
Because
been
you were
most
supposed to be his
helpful.
best. Like no matter what race or
And
class
when the
you
Maker
choose,
spoke, chant of light scattered in the darkness. The word
they will call
dispelled
you my lady.
fear and ignorance.
Which is funny
Let
because
those who cry out from the shadows be comforted. Let those who seek
elves
redemption be
are
delivered.
supposed to be looked
Let
down
those
upon
who have
by
sinned be forgiven.
humans.
You ever wonder
I'm
if that's
scared.
an accurate
When are we
likeness of
going home?
Andraste?
Very well.
Maybe she was ugly. Maybe she had buck teeth. How will we know?
Something like that.
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker
Well, I guess the stained
return
glass
to the
kind of has a
light
figure in it.
of heaven.
What now?
I love a chest.
Chant of light make it pure. Let all mankind be humbled. Let all repeat the chant of
Oh,
light.
see, this isn't like a church.
Only the word dispels the
All these
darkness.
stained glass windows have the exact same portrait.
Chant of light scattered in the darkness. The word dispelled fear and ignorance.
Finished.
Okay, yeah, we gotta do something before we talk to the Chantry lady. Can't remember her name for the life of me. Just refugee. Making sure there's no one in here that has a specific name that I might talk to. So, in this game, in the second game, and technically in the third game too, you can actually go and not...
What do you need?
That's not what I meant to do. Sorry, sweetheart, not done. Ancient requests that were added. Brain stopped working. Stay there. Waiting for power back
Just how smart are Mabari supposed to be, anyway?
up.
Do you think they understand everything we say?
You can actually miss
Is that
companions.
so?
You could... Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
He talked to everyone in the tavern. How are we supposed to know where the urn of sacred ashes is? Might as well ask us how to get to the moon.
He said that all the Redcliffe knights were looking for it, as if they didn't have anything better to do. I don't get it. So, Terran Logain's the new regent? Isn't that a good thing?
I heard that he may have had something to do with the king's death.
It's good to listen to gossipers
thought
because then you get
Darkspawn
more
killed the king.
information
That
about
doesn't
what's
make
going
any
on
sense.
that you might not already know.
Probably political nonsense. We'll be lucky if they don't burn down the entire country.
This is for people who
fighting
just
over
ran around the
throne.
city and didn't go into the buildings. Because they might not have known that you can go into the buildings. Like this.
Well, look what we have here, then. I think we've
Well,
just
look what we have here then. A cutscene.
Uh-oh. Logain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about an elf by this
Logain's
very
men? Did they have
description?
like some
And
sort of
everyone
like
said they hadn't
symbol
seen
on
one.
their armor or something? Because I don't see.
Gentlemen, surely there is no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
And you call us bad people. You're literally threatening a woman, which technically is armed, but I don't think they're supposed to be able to see that. I think that's just how they have the characters carry their weapons.
I doubt he would listen. He blindly follows his master's commands.
I am not the blind
dog.
one. I served at Ostagar, where the Tern saved us from the Grey Warden's treachery. I serve him gladly. Enough talk. Take the Warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right.
He
Let's
says
make this quick.
warden, not wardens.
We must not Here comes trouble! Is
You've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting
don't
now.
have to kill somebody. It's always nice.
What do you want to tell him?
Yeah, do that.
I'll tell him right away. Now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help. I am glad you found it in your heart to offer those men mercy. Let me introduce myself. I am
try to be
Liliana,
good guys.
one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
Because in real life, I feel like I would be the good guy too.
They said you were a Grey Warden. I'm surprised you're an elf. But elves must want the Blight defeated as much as humans, no? I know after what happened, you will need all the
Why, you
help you
surprised
can
I'm an
get.
elf?
That's why I'm coming
All
along.
the elves.
That and the Maker wants me to go with you.
Okay.
He is not just my god. The Maker has love for all. I know you may not believe, but I had a dream.
Yes, but you gotta remember
a vision.
More crazy?
Elves do not
I
believe
thought
in
we
the
were all
same
full up.
That
Look at the people here.
humans.
They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. He is not just my god. The Maker has love for all. I know you may not believe, but I had a dream. A vision.
Didn't she say that he's not just my god, the Maker has love for all twice? Or was that just my imagination? I'm gonna say the first one because I don't know if this one right here will actually make it to where I can't have her as companion. And you don't want to not have Liliana as companion.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this
Well,
chance.
that seems like your
I
mother
will
should have taken
not
better
let
care
you
of me
down.
then. Yes, Jonas, I got some red on my face. That could be the blood of the people I just,
Indeed.
attacked. It's been a while since I played this game, so I forgot how to... stitches. First of all, I need to... wrong button. I always do that. Not that, not that, not that. What does she have? This always confuses me because they always have, yes, I understand. They always have it to where Liliana is an archer, but they have a fucking sword on her back. And probably in her weapons. Yeah. You have a crossbow. And some firebolts.
It is begun.
Alright. Ah, didn't mean to do that. Attack the nothingness! Okay, I need to also give her clothing. Right, she's not wearing anything, so that anything. Okay, what she's wearing is stronger. What she's wearing is stronger. What are those? Alistair, look. They're stronger. Keeping, because those were her mother's, and those were her wedding clothes before her groom got murdered.
you're here about food, take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell. Check the chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. I don't suppose you know anything about poison?
Apparently I have.
I figured if I kept asking,
That's
I'd
the nice
find
thing,
someone.
it's like,
I'd
yep,
pay good coin
you
for
totally
some
know
simple
something about
poison.
this.
Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice. Well, there's herbs in the North Wood. As for other stuff, look
This
around
music
town.
makes me wish I was
Some
a bit fair.
refugees just left things behind to travel faster. I don't really know what you need, though. I might have some in stock, too.
Buy these things, sell all the stuff I have in junk. See if I have anything in here that needs to be gotten rid of. Nope, it's all gifts. I'm keeping all those for now because I don't remember what I'll need for what. Let's see, refugee, bard, bard. Why is there two bards in the same? Oh, one's a girl, one's a guy. They harmonize perfectly. Sister, Alistair. Sister. Blackstone liaison.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about. I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more. Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens. Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
I never knew the Irregulars were here. I thought they were only in,
Maker's blessings upon you,
dinner.
Warden.
There's a number of people who pledge to aid. There's times here you'll find the 3 letters of conscription. Deliver them to the people listed below and return to the Irregulars for your payment. Should any of these people refuse, do what you must to get them to honor their oaths. Someone Redcliffe, someone Lothering. So I need to get that person before it's too late. And someone. Okay. The Irregulars require a trusted agent to track down and deal with deserters. Do this and you'll be rewarded. These deserters took with them valuable supplies to the crucial, valuable supplies crucial to the Irregulars' future as a supplier of. Don't even ask me to say that word for some reason. My brain's just not working right now. Deal with these wastes of space as you see fit, and bring the supplies back as proof that the problem has been dealt with. Okay, so Lake Calenhad, Dinnerum, and Frostback Mountains, so we can get those. Don't have to worry about them. You're gonna die if you stay here, so you should probably go not here.
I can't just pack up my whole farmhold and flee. The army will save us, won't they?
I think customer of the bar. Door.
It is over.
I'll have no fighting in my kitchen. Out with you.
Does it look like I'm trying to fight in your kitchen?
I want to go home.
You and me both, kid. Let's go back out to Lotharine. I love how by playing these games on my husband's account, I'm getting him achievements, because I probably got already most of them.
So how is it that Terra Loghain survived when even the Grey Wardens didn't make it out of that place down south?
I heard he saw just in time what those Grey Wardens were doing and saved his men. He's a hero, that's what he is.
Too bad he couldn't save poor King Caelan. Blast those Grey Wardens, they deserve what they got and more.
I'll say. First they drag the king down there and then they throw him to the wolves. It's no wonder it all went bad.
See, I almost want to say I want to walk over to those guys, or walk behind those guys, and slit their throats. But that'd be a horrible thing to do. So I want to go up to them and figure out why they're talking shit about my family, or my group of people. Not my family. Grey Wardens. They're a group of people, not family. I don't know these people. Ooh, I can't actually go that way. Ah, good. See if there's anything.
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
One of our friends, who happens to be watching this right now.
No, never. Do you?
Likes bringing different people with him because he likes to listen to their chatter.
The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. Oh, you never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
My question is, one, which of these houses belong to Hawke? I mean, two, how long, like, how much time was gone between the Liliana DLC, which I didn't play, and, like, when you meet her, that she was able to take the time needed to become a sister.
The task is finished.
Oh, lady.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
You dying?
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs. Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our
Ginny is
best,
a delight.
but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs
See, I
in the
don't
woods
really like
to the north.
Sarah as a character.
If you make a few
but,
poultices,
like, maybe when I'm playing
I'll
Inquisition
scrape together
2,
some sort of payment.
I'll bring her with me.
I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
But I'm still debating on whether or not I'll go with what Brad originally said, or if I'll actually play it differently. Because I'm playing this character and romancing it based off of what Brad chose for me. Brad wanted me to be an elf from Cityborn, so I know who I'm romancing as an elf who's Cityborn and raised. He also said that he wants me to do that thing that he hates and romance Dorian.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods? This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
You know poison? I know poison and herbs. I don't know if I know traps, though, and this girl needs traps. So I'm gonna actually wait to talk to her. Hopefully she doesn't disappear.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car.
Why does it do that occasionally?
Marshfolk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
That Templar looks like a ginger version of Alistair. Not Alistair.
Do not seem a refugee.
Colin.
Out of the army.
Shokke basit. Abana kyun. Maras shokra. Ananne sam
I don't know what you just said, but that's probably racist.
You want one of my captors?
I have nothing to say that would amuse you, elf. Leave me in peace. A prisoner. I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is as she says. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples. You mock me, or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands, though it matters little now.
That's because Templars and people like that are mostly
is a
entitled
proud
pricks.
and powerful creature,
Mostly, not entirely.
trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for Mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
I love Morrigan and Alistair's, like, back and forth.
No doubt. What help do you seek? The Blight. Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Okay, so I say that I'm fighting against the Blight. Did you ever think that I just happen to be wanting to fight against the Blight and I'm not a Grey Warden?
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Rude! Also, from this angle, he looks pantsless and like his ass is showing. Just saying.
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here. Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve, or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
I'll deal with that here in a little bit. I've got to deal with the bandits out here. The bandits. Or is it just bandits that I
shall do it.
Oh, that must be them.
I shall do
Let's grab some glory!
Another call. Very well. As you say, it shall be done. I shall do
Why am I acting so?
It is begun. I shall do it.
Bandit.
As you said, it shall be done. It shall be done. I shall do it. Your time to die! I shall do it. It is begun. It shall be done. As you said, I shall do it.
Alice is dead, so I have to take this one. Got it.
You will learn to fear me!
Light-headed.
I need to make...
As you say.
I need to take an injury potion, so does Alistair.
Try that again.
In this game, you get injuries if you pass out during battle, which makes sense because, I mean, you're knocked out during battle. There's a reason you're knocked out.
Finished.
Or at least usually there is.
I shall do. Back!
Any of these bodies gonna sparkle. I swear this is where you found the kid's mom. Look, it's a spider! Inside spider.
Fine thing you've done.
It shall be
I leveled up. I'm gonna look that guy. How about someone else?
as you say. What do you wish of me?
Nothing. I did not mean to do that. If I ever saw a spider that big in real life, I would scream and cry and cry and scream. Okay, that's just directing me back towards the village. And I hate this whole, like, can't go certain ways. I think I got nothing from those dead bodies of the Mabari and stuff. Okay, well that's wrong button. Why do I keep doing that? Dexterity, strength, and constitution. Let's do deadly strike. Up here.
Leave it. Someone help us!
Dark spot.
We must gain the advantage.
Mighty timely
Cutscene.
arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged. The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son,
Bodon Feddick.
Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way. Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says a half of it. Thank you for the offer, but there may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Enchantment? Go back towards the village. If I go this way, if I'm not mistaken, I run into a group of people who want to beat me up. And then I kill them all. Because they're childish.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Danger approaching. I shall be. Oh, this it shall be. As you say, it is begun. Very well. I shall do. As you say. Very well. It is begun. It shall be done. Very well. It is begun.
Let us end this!
I feel bad because I had to kill them all. But, as the saying goes, it's kill or be killed. They only wanted to feed their families.
I am done.
I can't blame them for that. Jonas says, and now there's less bellies to fill. Which he's not wrong.
I'm wondering, Morgan, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
But this can't all be an accident. Spirits, magic, all these wondrous things around us, both dark and light. You know these things exist.
The fact of their existence does not presuppose an intelligent design by some absentee father figure.
So it is all random then. A happy coincidence that we are all here.
Attempting to impose order over chaos is futile. Nature is, by its very nature, chaotic.
I don't believe that. I believe we have a purpose. All of us.
Yours, apparently, being to bother me.
I don't know if I'm gonna have them for that long. It's based off of what happens later. Right. Not supposed to go to the board.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day.
You say weird things, dude. Apparently I got the achievement for my husband of Pilgrim. And Alistair needs to be leveled up. God damn, I pushed the wrong button again. Strength, willpower, and constitution. Let's have him taunt. It's just a Templar. refugee, refugee. Templar, Templar, refugee. Looking for a person by a specific name. I don't know if he's getting in here. Where he's supposed to be. Refugee, refugee, refugee boy, sister. Anyone back here? Nope. Chantry brother. Refugee, sister, refugee, child. There he is.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I have a
I
letter
knew
for
this
you.
time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back. I guess I'll see you on the front lines.
Always listen to your sister. Always. Beard mother.
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
I do not recognize your companion. Greetings. Will you be making a donation to the Chantry? Our need has never been greater. Might I suggest 30 silver?
That sounds like a lot. How about 10 silver? Or is this like D&D where 10 silver makes 1 gold? So she's asking for 3 gold. Rude.
1 out of 1 is a more generous gift than 10 out of thousands. What can I do for you then? It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you? He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Canary
Then he
gravely
didn't
wounded and took
slaughter
him
an
in.
entire farmhold.
That kindness was repaid
He
with
slaughtered
murder.
an entire
The
farmhold
bandsman
but
found the
one.
Canary just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them. He confessed quite readily, but would give no reason for the crime. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Canary is a danger. The Maker demands justice, regardless of his race.
How would they know as well? Like, he's the only one of his race there, so how would his race find out about the fact that he's being killed by not Canary people?
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
Then do it.
And what do you say on this, Leliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good.
You know
I am sure
your
of it, in
new
fact.
companion better than
Well,
I,
things not
since
so
you've known her for
desperate.
10 minutes.
Very well, I trust
You must
you.
know she's a good person
Take
just by
these
those
keys to his
10
cage
minutes
and
you've
make
known
her
her.
watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Yes? What can I do for you now? A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position.
Good.
You must know that Tairn Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws.
Yes, because he's an idiot.
Tairn Loghain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else... I cannot help you without risking the safety of this village and Chantry. The best I can do is keep your
They're
presence
gonna
a
get
secret.
destroyed anyways.
I
You
am
might as
sorry.
well help me now.
Now, if there is nothing else... May the Maker guard you, Grey Warden.
I shall not ask for your blessing because this character does not believe in your god. check your office for anything that I can steal. Nope, just a book I can read. Boring. Okay. Seems like I have 2 more missions. Wait, no, 3 more missions, because I gotta do this shit for that one guy. I forgot. Wrong one. That one.
Yes. You truly do
Why
not
is there
believe
an
in
arrow
anything
facing?
but higher power?
Oh no, that's just showing where
It
the
has
shop
been
is.
bothering you, I see. No, I do not. Must I?
What do you believe happens to you after you die, then?
Nothing? I do not go to sit.
Religious talk.
Cousin that...
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock? Splendid! If those beasties come on my
I know
land,
poison and healing.
I hope it teaches them a lesson.
I'm a double whammy.
Yeah. It's enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some, hey?
Is that blue thing supposed to be gold, or is that supposed to be platinum?
Well, I still don't have food to sell.
See if he has any more things in that. Nope. Hold on. Shoot, back out to Lothering. And complete those other 2 missions before trying to see if I can get myself leveled up by doing those 2 missions to get trap making.
Did you see the new recruiters out?
For that girl. Right, I gotta get Sten.
You wish something more of me? I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this? The people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children.
But apparently not all the
Are
children.
you asking if I feel guilt or if I am responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now. Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret. 20 days now. I shouldn't last much longer, another week at most.
You know, us Kunari can last a month without food or water.
Compared to your kind, maybe. There is no difficulty in capturing prey that surrenders. I waited for several days until the knights arrived. Because I wished to. Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret.
So you give the same
To be
answer.
left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
Which is why
You
we're
wish
going
something
to
more of me.
free him.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it. So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight. And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement. Then I will find it myself. May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Alistair, I love you.
Oh, blast it.
Yes.
Yes, sorry, sweetheart. But I'm not romancing you this time, therefore I don't want you there with me all the time. Because God forbid I, accidentally say something that'll make you want to date me. Is it a two-handed weapon? But I will do one of the DLCs with Alistair with me because the fact that kind of has to do with him. Let's see. Nope, need to keep those. So much shit. Don't actually know if I need the Lyrium potion. Oh, no, come back here, Elfruit. Move from junk. Ancient treaties, letter of conscription, sealed box. Gift. Sapphire. Okay. Let's go do those 2 missions.
I wish we didn't have to fight these 4 creatures.
It is begun.
Jesus Christ, that was like 12 wolves at once. So we find the kid's body? Kid's mom's body? Yeah. You found the body of the boy's mother and have recovered her keepsake. Yeah, but how do you know it's her keepsake? Like, how do you know it's not just something she carries on her? Just something random. Or you just grab something that you think that the child will want to keep. Is that what you're basically saying? A black bear? Oh, 3 black bears.
It shall be.
I feel like things go a lot faster with Sten here. But I, however, did not level up again from those 2 missions, therefore I might have to talk to that girl and be like, I don't know how to do traps, bitch, but, you don't need them.
Let me ask you this then, Morrigan. What if there really was a maker?
Then I would wonder why he has abandoned here.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
We found someone sleeping in our fields, in the hay.
And we killed them. What? Okay. You do.
Huh. Don't suppose you're looking to buy something?
Actually, I am.
All right. Just
Rude.
don't buy everything up.
Here, I'll just sell a bunch of stuff. Make sure you don't have anything else to buy that I want. Okay, bye-bye. It's a bye-bye to that rude-ass man.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps? Old Man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps. None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields. He doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be
the one that just provided him with
eccentric.
Poison.
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
I feel like there's something you should be able to say to her besides that.
I hope more soldiers make it out of
After that, you can't talk to her.
So much tragedy.
I wish there was something you could say that's like, you might not need those anyways, so don't even worry about it, chick. But nope. That's all you can say to her. Now onward to camp. Oregon. What did you use on these bodies to leave skeletons behind, but no actual bodies? Like, that's just one of their spells, it's just like to be able to make things into skeletons. Ugh, don't want to leave around trash or dead bodies. Let's just kill them, or let's just destroy them by putting a spell on them and making them disintegrate into just bone. It'll decay eventually.
Bad dreams, huh? Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde.
I love the voice actor seriously for Alistair.
Just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
So you're basically just saying, meditate and nightmares will go away. Got it.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
While at camp, I like to visit everybody and get them kind of like on my good side a little more.
What do you wish of me?
At least once, or at least talk to them.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer. Then I assume our discussion ends here.
Wait,
What do you wish of me? If you must.
Huh.
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds.
She's kind of on my bad side a little
The
bit. So maybe if I
chastened
talk
have
to her, she'll get on my
tales
good
of
side
we
again.
witches, saying that we assume the
Oh, we got
forms
on her
of
good
creatures
side,
to
that's what I
watch
meant.
them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we
Why
strike,
the fuck is the screen
dragging the
shaking
young
so
boy
much?
kicking and screaming to our lair to be
Well, there's
devoured.
earthquakes happening
A
while I'm
most
talking to her.
amusing legend. Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know? The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
See, I beg to differ because theater majors would tell you that if you observe people with, disabilities and stuff like that, you have the ability to change yourself into someone like them or into a character.
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life
But
is
never
as a
listened
human.
as a
I am
wolf
under
or
no
smelled as a
illusions
cat.
to the contrary. They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask. No, 'tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one. I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear. Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed. Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch? A most practical opinion. Far more so than any
they don't give you
man
an
I have
option
spoken
that's like,
to.
I think your
But enough of such
abilities
talk.
are
Let us
amazing,
proceed,
like,
lest the dust gather on
they're
us.
really cool and could be quite useful to all of us. No, they're like, they could be useful, or at the very least you should be put to the torch. They're disgusting. Or what was the other one? I don't remember, but it was something that wasn't nice.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennick, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes? Wonderful. Thank the kind lady, won't you, boy?
Thank you, kind lady.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Hello.
The boy's a bit
Hello.
simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed. He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it. Oh, certainly, I can do that for you. Just come with me.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of my crazy imagination. Yes, I know that's not how it goes, because I don't want to be copyrighted. And I don't know if that's a copyrightable song, therefore.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden.
Wow, you're not gonna lie, you kinda
Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years.
Well,
but
I knew
here
him for
I
like
am
3 days
carrying
at
on
most.
while you have a blight to stop.
Right, no,
Don't
it
want
probably
to waste your
wasn't days,
time.
'cause it took us a while.
But you see, Duncan
Dinner
promised
agenda.
that together we'd look
But
into
still.
something important for
I
the
didn't know him long
Wardens.
enough.
And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on, his pledge fulfilled.
It is tragic, because I almost wanted to cry, knowing that Duncan's dead after reading the second book which Duncan is actually in.
It's a bit of a tale, that is. But I'm the one who brought the Grey Wardens back to Ferelden. Well, I was one of the ones. There were a lot of us. Maker's breath, I'm a bit nervous. Honoured to be here, really.
What do you mean you're one of the ones that brought the Grey Wardens back to Ferelden? Merrick's the one that chose to bring them back. And it was the Grey Wardens he helped that made him choose that, and as far as I know, besides Duncan, only 2 others were alive at the end of it, and you weren't one of them.
After King Marek freed us from the Orlesians, the Grey Wardens begged the King's permission to come into Ferelden, some sort of internal business. Me and a mess of other Warden sympathisers spoke on behalf of your order. Tan Loghain was very much against letting Orlesian Wardens in the kingdom. But Marek, Andraste, bless him, was a fair-minded monarch and he let them in.
Yeah, that's not how that happened at all. Or at least according to the book that was written after this.
So that's why I was there when the Wardens and their leader, Genevieve, presented herself to the king. The first Wardens in Ferelden in over a century. Proudest day of my life, that was. Duncan was a bit of a scamp back then.
That
We
makes
were
more
of an
sense.
age and struck up a friendship. The king himself went with the Wardens on their mysterious business. When he returned, he rescinded King Ardland's decree, and the Wardens came back to Ferelden for good.
That is what happened in the book.
People say it's because the Wardens have become terribly unpopular. Just soaking up tires and not doing a bleeding thing for the kingdom. I say that's bollocks, as recent events have shown.
I thought it was because the Wardens did nothing to stop the Orlesians from taking over Ferelden in the first place, therefore and did nothing to help fight back against them. Therefore, the Fereldans were pissed.
That he was. Oh, your stomach's all aflutter. You're welcome. My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arlen banished the Wardens and he took House Dryden's land and titles. Hard to say. After King Arlen died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one, and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
You know what they say about men and their pride.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the Blight. We're not ashamed of that.
Okay, so what I just said was, I'm surprised you guys kept your name. There's nothing to be ashamed of, is what he says. During World War II and the Holocaust, my husband's family, which was German, changed the way they pronounced their name so it would sound less German and people would probably not dislike them as much. So the people, like the family that was born and raised before his father went to Germany, pronounces it the way they started pronouncing it during World War II. But after World War II, they could have taken their name back. But no one besides him, his father, his sister, his mother, and me really pronounced their name as it originally was supposed to be pronounced.
I ask for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour. Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arlen's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour. I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it, at least?
So you're saying you're a coward?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Cailan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance. Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
This is a moment of like he said, she said shit. I can only go based off what this guy says of whether or not he actually said that.
A 1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Why are we stopping? There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful? You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight. I am. I have always fought in war, elf.
Elf.
Some of them. They aren't all alike. No. Get used to disappointment. People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of, the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
And yet, Ironbull does just fine in Inquisition.
As you wish.
I think at this point in time, they just weren't sure much about the Qunari people, so they kind of just kept it a
Oh, why you little
download.
Oh, you're so funny. Such rapier wit. Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me. Look. Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
This one's gonna take a while because he does it with
really
all
old
people.
legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the
Before I
flesh of the
even let-
vanquished.
You know.
Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh.
Love on the dog.
Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone. Hey!
You don't being mean to my dog.
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
Well, I'm glad to know that it was in your unmentionables and not just your, shirt and or skirt.
I think I have enough meat where it counts, and I certainly don't need it in my pack. The dirty
Think she's
mongrel
talking
can
about
have
her
this back.
boobs.
There. And tell him not to do it again. I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
Oh.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Well. Grrr. Back away slowly. Okay, now I'll show you guys what gifts do using my dog. Where is it? Where is it? And yes, that's right. I named my dog Jon Snow. Oh. They don't really do anything because Jon Snow doesn't actually give you any more loving. Because he already loves you because you're his master. Wonder. Okay, so at the bottom of it, it shows whether or not they love you or like you. I mean, not love you. Alistair's still sort of in the middle, so is Morrigan. Talk to Alistair.
What do you need?
Right? There wasn't an option to also growl. That'd been hilarious.
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did. I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the
almost want
beginning.
to pat his head.
Any of us could
Pet
die
the
in
Alistair.
battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry. I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't
Pat
think
the
he had any
pouty
family
baby
to
boy.
speak of. I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him. Yes, I know. I think he came from Hyeva, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you
I think in the
had
book they
someone
found him in
close to you
Dinnerham.
die? Not that I mean to
That
pry,
could be
I'm
wrong.
just... Yes, I suppose you must have. I can't even imagine, really. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
How would he know what it's like in that alienage? Liliana. Ugh.
Yes? Well, here I am.
You and your dream.
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose. When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools. What can I say to them? What they believe is what the Chantry says, and the Chantry is infallible, yes? Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Okay, we're going to call it here. We'll get to Redcliffe and do the Redcliffe missions next time. The baby has woken from her nap, therefore I shall call it a night. Like, follow, and subscribe to us. Tonight, me and my husband will be playing some more Minecraft After Dark. And follow us on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. We will see you guys at the next waypoint. Bye-bye!